Howdy on Woodlax Lives. I think it's time to play a little better than wolves. Alright. So I need this guy. I need that guy. I need that guy. Yep. There's just no way that I can be mining and keep track of time. So I've got to take this with me. You never know when you might need a bucket. Food. Let me get some sandwiches down in here. Thank you. Okay. And then I want to go feed the chickens. That's the other thing I'm trying to keep my tabs on here, which is why I needed my block. All right. Weird that chicken didn't want food. I'm just about out of chicken food. I'm gonna have to make more chicken food. I think I said I was gonna let the chickens have a day off, didn't I? And then I'm like, yeah, no, let me get out here and feed these chickens. No day off for you guys, alright? We need your eggs. We need them now. Oops. You can have tomorrow off when I don't have enough food to feed you. Okay? Alright, so we got the clock here to let me know when to get back to the surface. I've got 49 torches left. We'll see how that goes. So I did look up how deep diamonds should be, and it looks like I might be a little too high. It indicated that it's between 5 and 15. So I'm like right at the upper limits. So it looks like I need to dig down some. I wonder if I should dig down in tunnels I've already done. Yeah, might as well, right? They're already lit up and stuff. Okay, so I'm looking for how deep this is. Okay, that's bedrock right there. All right. That's bedrock. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 9-ish up from that. So I need to go down 4 then. So this is 1, 2, 3. Yeah, say 4 to get me down to that 5, but you know what? I think we'll stick here. I don't mind the digging out 3. You know, maybe 4 won't be too tall. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see if this gets me a better diamond ratio here than my my other attempts. Because, man, I have not gotten a lot of diamonds out of my mining, and I feel like I should have found some, right? Somewhere in here. Seems like I should have. And I've gotten very few. Alright, let's dig around this dirt. Any diamonds hid back in here? Any diamonds back in here? A lot of dirt digging out. No. No diamonds in there. But I need like 30 diamonds at least. Maybe more. Yeah, I've got 5, right? So, the more I can get, the merrier. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go hang out with iron armor on, trying to fight this wither. And, yeah, I don't like that idea. I don't like that idea at all. Seems like a poorly planned fight. If I, go in with the weakest armor I can lay my hands on. I guess the weakest armor would be nothing, right? Basically where we're on now. Oh, I guess you picked that up. I didn't realize I had a spot for redstone. Oh, man. Yep, we're not doing nothing today. I, was playing a little Atomic Heart. Been working on that game. Man, I want to like it, but I think it's gonna have to be a mediocre game to me. I'm not a fan of the combat system. I think it's a little too on the difficult side. I guess I could lower the difficulty. Um, it's not that I'm not getting through it, it's that the combat isn't fun. I just I don't understand. I don't understand why there's been this shift to having to hit something like 30 times to kill it. Um Meanwhile, right, it hits you like 5 and you're dead. I don't understand why people want that. It doesn't seem fun to me. Like, I guess if it's fun to them, fine, whatever. But it's not fun to me, and it makes me miss out on a lot of cool looking games. Because I'll get them, and I'll go to play them, and I'm just like, I just, I wanted to have fun. I didn't want to have a job. Okay? Ooh, diamonds. Look at diamonds. I'll be. It worked. It worked. I moved down a little bit. Diamonds. This stuff's moving all the way down to the bedrock here. Hello, beauties. Yes. Yes, of the things that are here, let me get the junk that nobody wants. Precisely what we should be aiming for here. I don't want to get down there and dig around in that, but... guess this gets me down here. I didn't want to jump in the hole. More redstone there. But yeah, it's alright. I just... It feels, I don't know, it feels clunky to me, I guess. a little bit. I just all right. So I guess I'm gonna talk about Atomic Heart a bit here. I think the storyline's okay. It is very Russian. It's a Russian game, but it's very Russian. Very very about Russia. Um, and which is fine. It's like a it's a bit like a BioShock kind of thing, right? Like BioShock is not the United States. It takes place in a fictionalized version of the United States, right? Where they have way different strange technologies that we don't have. So it's kind of like that, but set in Russia, and it it's got a right storyline. Basically, they are trying to institute a technology collective, um, but I'm pretty sure at this point in the game, that the scientist who is in charge wants to put himself in charge of the collective. And he's trying to blame it on this other guy. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening at this point. Um, and so what he's got is everybody has these injections in their uh, that give them access to this technological collective thing, and including your guy. Well, no, your guy didn't get the one that's gonna make everybody a slave to the collective. Um, and and so what they've got is the alpha control, which will allow specific people with the alpha controllers to control anyone who's got the regular, brain injection. I don't remember what it's called. It's some kind of synthetic polymer stuff that they've put in people's heads, and your guy has it, but he didn't get the update because everything went wrong before he could get the update. It's definitely not the story I thought it was. I feel like the trailer gave a different concept to the game because it seemed like you were breaking into this robot place where all the robot people gone crazy because there's a mention in the game of how you have a unregistered device, and so I thought it would be more of a, trying to stop the robots from going crazy, which, I mean, that's in there. It's definitely in there, but that's not the real what's going on. And so, um, I'm fine with all that. The story's fine. It's not as deep, maybe, as I would have liked. Like, there aren't going to be any real surprises for me, I don't think. Um, given that they're not really, like, your guy is naive. He almost died apparently, and the head scientist saved him. Oh, I gotta go back for my eggs. And so he's a bit beholden to this head scientist as his savior, right? And so he doesn't believe that the head scientist can do any wrong, which is what makes me think that yes, the head scientist is doing all the wrong. And um, in fact, I think he might be partially controlled now. and I'm pretty sure the head scientist is using him as a weapon, but he loses consciousness when it happens. And I'm pretty sure I just wiped out the leaders of the local group of politicians. I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Nine. You know what? I needed 2 slots for eggs here. But my problem with the game is the combat sucks. For me. I don't enjoy when the game is designed around bad guys who don't have to react to the world the same way you do. And so it's super annoying. Is that it? Did I get them all? I mean, I only got 18, but I might have only fed 18. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Was I going up to 30 chicks? Because there's a lot of chicks hanging out in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Some of them must have grown. So I started my last count here. Alright. Think I can count these chickens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I'm pretty sure I need 2 more chickens in here. There's 1. And there's 1. Okay. So I wanted like 30 chicks in here. So I think I've got 30. So now we can take these other eggs over to the feather place. And then I need to get some seeds and bone meal. I need to get a new shovel. Okay, we got... Ooh, nice. Got a multi-chick egg. That's awesome. Looks like we got some dead chickens, so let's go down here and check. Got a feather. A feather. Ugh. It'll take me forever to get to those 30-something feathers I need. Crazy. Plus I need arrows. I need a bajillion arrows for a wither fight, I feel. I currently got like what, 6? Got 6 arrows. 6 arrows and 5 feathers. Not great. I think this is probably too full. Oh, well, look at, I've got... Let's see, I swear I just saw that I had other rooms in. But yeah, so the combat system is wonky. And I don't care for it. I want to like it, but I hate how, like, basically you've got the bad guys, and most of the combat is physical. There's not a lot of ranged fighter bad guys. And so a lot of combat is with things that are hitting you. Which would be fine if they also reacted to being hit. But everything is like super indestructible, honestly. I think there's like one bad guy I can kill, and I'm pretty far in the game. I feel like I was like one bad guy I can kill with one shot, and that one shot comes from my shotgun, not just like hitting it. And I've got my weapons upgraded, so they're like super high on the damage level, and I still am taking like, especially the one shield bad guys. They put up this shield, and then you gotta hit them like so many times to get through that shield. Um, and I don't know. And just the regular bad guys are like, um, I was trying to think what order the bad guys came in. There's like these dudes with mustaches. All right, they're robots. Everything's a robot. So there's dudes with mustaches, and so you gotta fight them guys. And so you fight those guys, and they take like, I don't know, three to five hits to take down when you get started, because you start with an axe. Your weapon is an axe, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. And then you get like a shotgun. Shotgun works okay. Shotgun actually has some okay knockback against the bad guys, but it only holds 4 rounds so far. I think I might be able to upgrade that, but I haven't done that. And ammo is in super limited supply. And so instead of, you do find like ammo along the way, but for the most part, your ammo is going to be coming in from making it. And, everything uses the same materials. And so to upgrade your weapons takes the same materials that you're using to build things. And the only thing they separated out was physical items use one. I mean, there are some items that use different ingredients, but for the most part, like everything wants synthetic uh, polymers, right? And so it's really hard to keep those on hand. I can't upgrade very far because I'm out of polymers. Or like right now, I've got the. It's been like a good hour of gameplay. I got the recipe for the railgun, which I'm excited to try, but I have nowhere near the amount of raw materials I need. And I feel like either I'm missing something or raw materials are just that rare. And so when everything takes like 5, 6, 7 shots from your shotgun to kill, you go through your ammo pretty quickly. And so I mean, I guess I could stick to melee, and I am trying to stick to melee while I'm trying to earn up the raw materials for the railgun. Um, but even with like one of the best melee weapons in the game, with these upgrades to it, I'm still struggling to kill these things. I'll admit I have not really used the elemental cartridges. Um, I don't know. The game wants to be a lot of things, and uh, because of what it actually is, I struggle to get a handle on what I need to do to play the game the way it seems like it wants to be this thing where you've got like elemental cartridges and you've got a scanner so you can scan the bad guys to find out what their weaknesses are, right? Very cool stuff, right? I love that in a game. I like scanners. I like different weapons with different tweaks for different bad guys. All of that's great. But all the bad guys are always behind things, and your scanner will not pick them up. I did not feed the chickens because I didn't have enough food, right? Right. I feel like I need another set of chests over here for raw materials. Have some siding available? You know what? I think this spot's fine. I've got so much redstone on me now. Oh, you know what? I was gonna make a new shovel. Okay. Um, and and so it really sucks that I can't keep enough ammo in my guns to use my guns, because then it makes me think, well, what's the point of the guns? Because either they don't do enough damage, or they shoot so slow, or like I've got energy weapons, but I run out of energy all the time. And so, it's like, am I supposed to be using the guns? Was I supposed to figure out this cartridge stuff, which requires you to upgrade your weapons with additional abilities that's the thing, is that it's gonna cost me to upgrade my weapons to be able to use the elemental cartridges. And, I'm trying to save, I need it for actual ammo. Um, I don't know. And then the combat is mostly, when it starts out, it's not so bad. When the game started out, it wasn't so bad. I'm still not a big fan of the combat style, because like the bad guys have moves where they attack you, and then they have moves that you can't block. All right, and so when they hit one of those can't block moves, you're supposed to dodge, and so there's a dodge button. And I'll admit it, I'm not great at using dodge buttons. I never have been. I call it the Mega Man effect, where I try to kill it before it kills me. I know I've said it many times before, but in the original Mega Man game, there was a bad guy. It was like Captain Cold or something like that, and so he could be killed. Um, he could be killed by just standing there and shooting as fast as you can. Which is why I call my, you know, killed by the Mega Man effect, because I imagine that I can out damage whatever it is I'm fighting. And so I do struggle dodging. I'll admit it. And so you kill this guy right in Mega Man with the Mega Man effect of just standing there and mashing the button as fast as you can. And a lot of these games are they're more, I don't know, they're more reactive, I guess. And so you shouldn't just keep mashing the button. You should click the button and wait for the ability to fully go through, and then you'll know whether or not you need to click the next button to go all the way through the next attack, because you might need to do like the special dodge or roll or whatever, and and so I don't know, just ugh, that's what it is. But then they've got these undodgeable attacks, and if they hit you, then your guy gets knocked down, right? And so then he's face down on the ground, or I don't think he ever goes face down on the ground, but he's knocked down. And then you gotta wait for him to stand back up, and by the time he stands back up, there's 20 bad guys around you, and that's the other thing that I hate about this game is that um, there are very few you and one or two other bad guy fights. Uh, Once you get past the first little bit of the game, when the game starts, you're in this complex, and you gotta fight your way through this little underground complex area. So that part's okay. That part's okay. Because the fighting is one, two, maybe three bad guys at a time. Um, and but then once you get past that and you board this train, it dumps you out in the open when they add in all this camera stuff and alarms and repair bots and laser flying bots that come out. And so every time you go to fight something, there's always like 6 or 8 other things also there. And so you're caught in this. You're caught in this. I don't know. Paradoxical trap of you don't want to alert all the bad guys because you can't fight all the bad guys at the same time. There's no good place to do it because you're like outside in like a park. Most of the outside is like this big open, a few buildings here or there, park area, and and so you need the raw materials from killing these guys to upgrade your stuff, but you can't barely kill these guys because your stuff's not upgraded. And once you start killing them, it raises the alarm levels, and so then they start sending more bad guys. And then there's also these repair bots who come out and try to restore the things that you've destroyed while you're fighting other things. Yeah. And so it gets pretty intense. I don't like that. I don't mind it being intense, but I wish it was a little more confined. I'm not a big fan of open world combat, to be fair. Um, I just, if I was in that situation, there'd never be a moment where I'm like, yeah, let me get out here in the open in the middle of this field that's surrounded by cameras that are pointed right at me to let the bad guys know where I'm at so they can keep sending reinforcements while I try to punch them down, hoping that they don't fry me with their insta-kill lasers. And I'm trying to, do enough damage to take down the guy in front of me while 7 other guys are surrounding me, and then you get pinched in, and they count as physical objects, and so you can't move through a bad guy, and so then you get boxed into these corners, and you can't dodge out of it, and you can't jump over them, and the only weapons you've got either shoot real slow or do such small amounts of damage that you have to empty multiple clips into bad guys to kill them. And there are energy weapons, but the energy weapons comes from this tiny pool, and it's also, your energy, so then you can't use some of your special abilities, and it gets frustrating, and then I don't think there are any boss fights other than I think there's a guy you fight in the middle of the park that you fight him alone. But every other air quote boss fight so far has just been let me send lots of bad guys against you all at once in a tiny area where you can't move around and try to dodge them. And there's no place to like duck into a corridor because you're trapped in this room because all the doors have closed. I don't know how many fights I've done like that now. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of the fighting, and I think if the fighting had been better, I'd really like this game more. But fortunately, I'm not. I don't hate it, but it's definitely not something I'm gonna be like, oh man, have you ever played Atomic Heart? Because you should definitely play Atomic Heart. Now, my review for Atomic Heart is gonna be, yeah, if it looks interesting to you, you should maybe check it out. But I don't know. They got that Redfall coming out here pretty quick, which is by the people that made Dishonored and stuff. And Dishonored. Now that's a game where I could go. Have you ever played Dishonored? If you haven't played Dishonored, you should definitely check out Dishonored. It is so good. It is so good. I talked a guy into getting it this week. I was like, man, you should definitely get Dishonored if you like the look of Redfall. Then you should definitely check out Dishonored. Uh, Dishonored is just amazing. Dishonored 2 was good. I like Dishonored 1 better, but Dishonored 2 is good. Dishonored the Brigamore Witches is excellent. Um, but yeah, I'm looking forward to Redfall. System Shock comes out here pretty quick. I'll probably be doing that one in video. I love the System Shock game. It's System Shock, and then the people who made System Shock made BioShock. And then I feel like Dishonored must have come out of the Thief franchise because they're very similar. The original Thief games and Dishonored. I haven't really played much of the new Thief game. Should probably go back and give that a try again. I didn't finish it. But, yeah. Alright, enough talking about other games while I look for diamonds. We got, what did I get today? 3? I got 3 diamonds today, so that's a tenth of what I need. But that is 3 more diamonds than I have found in a long time, so pretty awesome. Got food for the chickens. I got some more eggs and stuff, so we'll be good to go. I'm gonna let the chickens go through this day, and then maybe we'll feed them again tomorrow. And but yeah, I'm gonna be mining a bit for the next couple episodes for sure, trying to find the diamonds I need to start making gear for what I expect to be a super difficult and annoying fight. So with that, be brave in the small things, lean in the light. I will talk to you later.